This is going to be a quick tutorial on how to bind your DX8 with your matrix, setting up the failsafe. Now, first off, we're going to start by turning on your DX8. Now, we're going to set it to where the failsafe will activate on your NAZA-M V2, which we'll go into more detail later. So first off, you're going to start by clicking your scroller. You're going to scroll down to servo setup. You're going to go to the throttle, the travel adjustment, so make sure it's highlighted 100%, and you want to adjust it down to 0%. And again, we'll explain this a bit later. So make sure it's set at 0%, then you're going to scroll back up to throttle, and you're going to scroll to aux 1. This is going to be the gear channel, which again we'll explain a little bit later in the tutorial. So we're going to scroll this down to 40%. Okay? Now once you're done, what you're going to do is you're going to turn off your radio. You're going to take a small tool. This is the tool we're going to be using. And you're going to try to locate your TM1000. For our purpose, the TM1000 is located right here. And so as you can see, there's a small little opening and there's a tiny button there. You want to use a small tool and kind of push the button in. Now when you have the button pushed in, you want to grab the battery and you want to power on your matrix. So as you can see, there's a rapid flashing orange light. If you don't get the rapid flashing orange light, that means you didn't press the button in properly before powering on the helicopter. So when you see the flashing orange light, what you're going to do is you're going to take your DX8, you're going to hold the bind button, and you're only doing this just for the binding purpose. So you're going to turn it on while pressing the bind button down, and you're going to notice that on the DX8, the light's either going to go off or stay solid. So you want to make sure that on your radio it says DSMX 22MS and telemetry, and you're also getting solid lights. That means it's binding currently. So as you can see, now we're going to open up the program, and you can see that everything is lined up straight. Now the reason everything's lined up straight is because throttle, we currently have it at 0% when it's all the way down, so it will be at the 50% mark on the throttle. Now if you click basic and go to RC, you'll see that failsafe is also highlighted. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to the radio, we're going to go to servo setup, move the throttle back to 100%, and click select, go to aux 1, and we're going to scroll this one. As you can see, when I adjust this 40% and scroll it up, you'll see that it's going to be moving on the tab, and you want it to be highlighting GPS. So as you can see, it's currently highlighted in GPS when it's about 84%. You want to make sure that the other side is around 84% as well. And just to verify this, you want to flip your switch, which we set on the flap gyro switch, to manual. So as you can see, when it's flipped all the way down, manual is highlighted. When you flip it, everything is being highlighted. Now the reason we bound it earlier so that failsafe is highlighted and the throttle is at 50% is that when everything is done, let's say you're flying, you have throttle going, you're in GPS mode, everything's great. If you accidentally turn off your radio, or God forbid, your radio shuts down on power, the software is going to kick itself into failsafe at 50% throttle. That way your helicopter's not going to come crashing down, and it's going to kick into failsafe mode and do a return home feature for you. So this is the tutorial on how to do your binding failsafe for your DX8 on the Matrix NAZA-M V2.